Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you're watching, it's Jimmy from Jimbo's. What I basically do is I do test, try gear, and tell you my opinion about it. I know it's been a few months I didn't release any content, but I got a good reason for it. I bought a house, got a dog, didn't have any time to put on some YouTube videos or just, it demands a lot of efforts just to, assemble a video. So having a house and a lot of things to do here, it changed a little bit in the studio. As you can see by the title of the video, I got a new guitar again. Yeah, never-ending story. And this guitar is the Kaizen 6 Chalk White by Musicman. I drove 12 hours straight with my girlfriend and my dog to get the guitar. It was a trade that I did, and it was a pretty good trade. And, well, the guitar ended up being not what I was expecting. And I will tell you what I think about it at the end of the video. So, here's the Kaizen. So I am just going to tell you the specs of the guitar, and if ever I forgot one, feel free to tell me in the comment section, or I got my phone with the specs on it. But as I remember, this is alder body, so it's a pretty snappy, bright sound. The bridge is a multi-scale bridge, and as you can see, there's like an angle in it, which I found weird at first, and it is still weird. Dive bomb only bar here, so this is not a floating tremolo bar. We also have the gunstock oil in the back of the flame maple neck, which is gorgeous, and as usual with Musicman, the flame maple, the necks, they're well known for it. It's always such a piece of art. We have a pretty fat headstock here. Reminds me of a Fender. 24 extra jumbo frets or medium jumbo, not sure of it, but something like that. The inlays are like at the bottom of the fretboard, which at first was weird, but once you pick it up, you don't notice it. And then what could I say? This is heat-treated pickups. Heat-treated pickups, which means they're heat-treated. I don't know how to, I don't know what it gives more, or if it's just a fancy thing to do. But I like the pickups. So you got, of course, three-way selector here, toggle switch. I think we can all agree that there's no tuners. So, well, tuning pegs are in the back of the headstock. This is the Steinberger tuners. These are the weirdest freaking tuners I've been using. There's another spec I didn't say, and this is like my favorite. The multi-scale. Alright, so you can see this is fan fret, and well, here the scale would be at a 25.75 scale length, and here would go at 25.5 scale length, and here would be 24.75, which means the three last strings would be slinkier than the top. The top would be tighter, so it means better tuning stability here. And for lead and solo stuff like that, you got better bends here, and it bends like butter. Here's how it sounds like. Very articulated pickups, very, tight and precise. I really like it. You can see that this is made for a, this is more of a shredding guitar, but it's also good for, chugging and stuff like that. I really enjoy chugging on it. Let's go for a split coil position. This would be a split coil associated to the humbucker mini that's here, heat treated. And it means that there's basically one coil working here and one coil working here too. Both together should give us a Strat sound like. right, so split coil on distortion. Nope, not for me. I don't enjoy having this. It just takes the gain off, and it's just like you're getting on the little, crunchy tone. Something I don't like. Let's go for the neck position right now. This should sound beefy. Woo! That sounds beefy as hell, man. Just like I like it when you're on the neck position. This is how it's supposed to sound. And again, pretty much crystal clear, detailed. You hear everything in the sound. This is something I like about the pickups. If we go for clean channel, all right, the super clean, let's go. This is bridge position. All right, sounds like a bridge. Now we go for split coils. Split coils on the clean, it should be a banger. Wow, the bright sound, you hear the strings, you hear the little snap that there's on it. I am a fan of the split coils on this guitar. I'd say it really goes near the piezo system on the Majesties and the JP6, 15, whatever, because there's a shit ton of JPs. So I'd say, yeah, it goes close to that. You don't have the acoustic vibe coming with it, but snappy, bright, pretty nice to use on the clean. What about the neck position right now? This should be another, fat sounding clean. Oh. Wow. This one's good too. Really enjoy it. If I had to rate the 3 pickups on the clean channels, I'd say split coil would be my number 1, the neck position would be my 2nd, and the bridge, as usual, is a bridge. To me, this is not made for clean channels. It just sounds like a bridge pickup, which is pretty normal. So that's cool, man. This sounds good, man. Amazing. Now let's do the same. Jesus Christ, Louise. Let's do the same exercise with the lead channel. So here's the bunch of delay and stuff you guys like. Damn, it sounds crystal clear. I'd say it takes off a lot of gain, so shredding with the middle pickup option would not be a banger for you guys. Not a banger, but an option, When you're shredding, you need gain. If you want to, give like a vibe or a different thing, have a special sound effect, you could try it for fun, but this is not my go-to for lead. If I go for the neck position, again, neck position is nice when you go past the 12th fret. It just articulate your notes and make it sound better. Sounds just as expected. Pretty clean, pretty nice. I really like the warm sound of the neck pickup, and I'll just noodle a little. It does handle the pitch. So here we go. This was the sound of the Kaizen. Okay, so what's the story behind this trade? At first, I'll be honest, I was not supposed to keep the Kaizen. I had tried it before at a music store and I really didn't like it. It was set it up poorly. The string gauge was just awful, and I don't know, man. I didn't like it. I hated it, being honest. I hated this guitar, and the fact that I was, doing an exchange is because I knew in terms of value, it was a very good move. The guitar was brand new, not a dent on it, and that was it. So I wanted to get the Kaizen in order to get a second Majesty. So trade this Kaizen against the Majesty, or just sell it and get another Majesty. What happened is I ended up liking better my Kaizen. I just don't know why. There's something about the Kaizen. I think it is the multi-scale that really got me some, it fits my playing. It fits the person that I am. This guitar is super light, even though the Majesty is a 6.7 pound. This one's a 6.1, so it's a bit lighter, but you can definitely feel it just by holding it, and doing a gig with it doesn't apply too much pressure on your shoulders, which was something I really liked doing my last gig with the band. I didn't mention it in the beginning, but this is obviously a collab with Tosin and Abasi. If you didn't know it, then go do your research, just because this is one of the most exciting collab in the past 10 years that happened today with Musicman, which is a very well-known brand for crafting amazing and innovative instrument. So a shout out to Tosin. That really made a sick guitar in my opinion, and I know he's playing with them live, and it didn't, he had this brand Abasi before, the guitars that he had, and this is still on the market. It's just a collab, so he's not a signed artist or whatever. He did a collab with Musicman to create a more futuristic guitar, and well, it worked pretty well, I'd say. The cons. So something I don't like about this guitar, of course, there are a few things. I'd say the tuners are weird. I'm not used to it yet, and well, they're holding their tuning pretty well. I'd probably just rather have them on the side of the headstock, but this is not a game changer. They're doing their job. It's just, it takes longer to change the strings, in my opinion. And what I could say is the bridge being an angle is something I really had to get used to. At the beginning, I couldn't even palm mute, so you need to, get how it functions. At the end, it's okay, it works, and everything's fine. You really get used to it, but once you pick up another guitar that has a normal bridge, it goes a little weird once you're used to this one here. The fact that the bridge is not floating, come on, Musicman, that is something I would have loved to see on a guitar like that. Why dive bomb only? You'll say, oh, Tosin said it was better, but guys, come on, man. It would have been so cool to not just do dive bombs, but just go backward with it and have a full floating tremolo bridge. It would have been awesome. One other thing, probably the thing that I hated the most about the Kaizen is the case. The guitar case, came with it. I think it was the first cases in the first batches, but even if it was the first whatever, you're having a 3.6K guitar, sending me a case that is almost on the wood. Yeah, you heard it. So it means if you drop the case, you could damage your guitar because it's not soft enough. It's not, the material is pretty basic inside the case. In the exterior, it looks like a pretty good quality case, but I'd say inside, it was garbage. The pros, well, there's a lot. The multiscale, so going from 25.5 to 24.75 at the bottom string is just something that I didn't knew before. I didn't really try it, so I didn't know I could go slinkier a little bit on the 3 last strings. And to me, this is really a game changer when I'm doing leads and stuff like that. It just goes faster, it just goes better, and the bends are just cooler, man. Cooler, I don't know how to say it, but they're just better. It bends more. The stainless steel frets, man, I mean, it's polished well. The job on the frets is amazing. I'm not cutting my hands on the frets too. Also, and there's the I didn't talk about it in the specs, but the radius, man, the infinity radius, something like that they call it. It means that there's like a little angle on your radius, which allow you to just look like that, and you see your whole fretboard from the beginning to the very bottom, so you don't have to go, oh, am I on a good position? Nah, you just, here you go. You're seeing your fretboard. Pretty much a banger for me, pretty much what I went for. And when I discovered it, I was blown away because it's really helping live, really helping everywhere, not only live. You see your fretboard, you know where you're going. There you go. You don't have to, look forward for it. Pickups. The pickups are very articulated, high output. That is something that I really like, and the fact that they're passive is another thing that I enjoy too. When you forget your guitar plugged in and your battery is just soaking up, and the next morning you wake up and, oh, I need to change my battery, and it was brand new yesterday. That's something sad. Another positive thing I could say about it is the neck. The neck is smooth as a baby's butt, so it's just super smooth. It sweeps like butter when you get on it. It is magnificent, also a nice piece of art. The carved shape of the guitar is something that I like too. It fits my body, so it just sits a little bit on the belly, and it's just like the guitar become a part of you when you play. Something I didn't thought at the beginning would, be my go-to, my number one, and at the end I end up keeping it and not trading it. So feel free to like, subscribe to my channel, put a comment in the comment section. If you have any question, you have anything, feel free to reach me out, guys, and I'll see you in another video. See ya.